Okay. Hopefully this works. I really don't want to do it twice. Okay, I'm just gonna set this up, then gonna watch your gameplay. I don't know how much in-depth, like, mechanic stuff I'm gonna get into, because there is undoubtedly going to be a lot of, like, little mistakes that you make, like in how you position in the lane, how you play out certain matchups, how you're doing whatever. Let me turn the sound down. Okay. So, even here, you're already, like, making a mistake. So, right here, you're AFK under your tower, which, here, let me turn on fog before. Okay, so you don't know where their team is, right? And you have a Shaco, so you're not gonna leash him, right? But even so, you shouldn't be spending this time doing nothing, right? Like, this is just a waste. So you can look at their team comp, and first thing you want to make sure is, like, okay, are they gonna invade me, right? Are they going to be invading my jungle? Gnar support. Gnar doesn't have so you have to think about, like, what spells do these characters have level 1? Like, Warwick is going to have his Q, probably, which isn't, like, the best thing to kill you level 1. Katarina is going to have her Q, which is pretty just damage. It's not going to, like, it's not scary. Kalista is going to have her Rend, probably. Also, you're not that scared. And then the Gnar Q is just, like, a slow. So, like, these champs probably aren't going to invade you, and if you ward correctly, they wouldn't be able to, like, do anything to you. So, like, a good thing to always do is just, like, put a ward in this bush right here, because if they are going to invade, they'll usually come from over here or over here. So you can just ward out here, make sure they don't come. You can also just ward if you're, like, getting risky. You can also throw a ward on this buff. That way you get the information to your team about where their jungler started, which is really important. Like, tracking the enemy jungler, knowing whether or not you're going to get ganked is, like, when you get good at this game, like, really, really important. I mean, it's always important, but, like, good players will always do it. So that's just, like, quick, brief level 1 stuff. Even if you're not leashing, you want to, like, get as much information as you can about what they're doing, but, like, not, and then also, like, protect your team so you don't, like, die to an invade. Because, like, if you spot them out here, like, if you see that they're on this blue buff, which they are, which you probably know they're going to start bot side, because most junglers just start on their bottom side because they can give a better leash. If you know that they're going to start here, like, if you get the information that they're starting here, Shaco could have started on this red buff. And then you 3-buff that. Then Shaco 3-buffs the jungle, he gets red, blue, red, and then he's already at a huge advantage over the enemy. So, like, there are just all these things that, right now, like, this might not seem like it's a big deal, because it's like, oh, minions haven't spawned, but, like, it's actually terrible. Like, it's actually bad. Even if you have to leash your jungler, even if you're leashing your jungler, you can still put out the ward. You can still, like, do that thing. You can still get that information. Like, look at all this time that you're just doing nothing. Right? Like, look at all this. This is time that you could have been spent doing so many other things. Okay. So, right now, you don't see them, right? They're not here. That means, because you're in, what, Silver 5, whatever, these players don't know what they're doing. Like, everyone you're playing against is terrible. Everyone that's on your team is terrible. So, like, they're not in lane, so you already know where their jungler is. Like right here, you should be thinking, okay, this Renekton came top, right? He showed top immediately. So he's not leashing the jungler. Katarina showed mid. The mid laner won't usually leash, but still. Katarina showed mid, so you know that she's not leashing. Your lane is missing, so you should see this, know Warwick started blue. And then think, okay, so what he's probably going to path is he's probably going to path blue, and then he might do a cheese gank, like level 2, So you want to watch out, like, immediate, like, right beginning of the game. But what's probably going to happen is, because he's silver, he's going to clear blue, clear wolves, like full clear, and then gank top. That's, like, what every jungler does, right? They start bot side, they full clear, they gank top. So you should know that that's already probably happening. Right here, you can position yourself in the lane aggressively, because you don't, like, they're missing, right? But they are probably going to come, like, here to, like, come down to the lane, or they're going to come this way. If you sit in this bush and they come this way, you can empowered Q them and get a huge trade, or if you just, like, stand on the creep wave, you can do it regardless. So, like, that's a mistake. This is already a mistake where you're playing super passively when you don't need to. Like, there's no reason to be playing like that. Wait, who warded that bush? Is this your word? No, okay. So, like, right here, this whole time, you're playing, like, really far back. Like, you're not trying to trade with them at all. And one of the things you have to know about, like, this gets into, like, learning your champion, right? But, like, Karma, you get your ulti level 1. So, there's no reason, so you're going to be you're probably stronger than, like, these two characters level 1. Just because of the fact that you have your ulti and can empower your Q, which is what you should have started, yeah. So, like, you don't need to be playing so safe here. You can, like, especially because these guys they're shit. Like, they're silver. Like, they're fucking bad at the game. So you don't have to be afraid of them, really. Like, you can out-trade them if you just, like, play the fights right. Like, look at this. Look at what you're doing. Like this Gnar is sitting in bush on a ward, and, like, you're here. Like, why? Why in the world would you ever be here? Like, you need to be on him, fighting when he, like, you want to, like, be poking him. Like, the way you're positioned right now, you're basically doing nothing. Like, you're actually AFK. Like, this, you're literally, Jinx is 1v2ing the lane right now. You're not doing anything. You know? So, like, this is just situations where you're, like, just not doing, like, whatever. Like, I do not know what in the world your Jinx is doing. Like, actually, oh my, she literally, okay, so you position so far back, like, you're playing so scared right now, that you missed experience on one of the minions. Like, probably this one. Yeah, you walk way over here, miss XP, and then look. Watch for this Jinx at level 2. She hits level 2, you're level 1. This, if you're level 2 right here, and you don't just miss XP for doing nothing, like, you kill. Like, they're dead. This Gnar should be dead, 100%, no matter what the situation right here. Or use his summoners. Like, this Gnar right now is so caught out. Like, Jinx hit 2, you should be 2, but you're not. And he's just, like, jerking off in this bush. He has no idea what he's doing. Like he should die. Like, look at this. Look where your Jinx is. So here's where your Jinx is awful. Like, your Jinx is drooling on her keyboard right now. She has no idea what's going on. You are also, like, trying to kind of fight this guy. Like, he should just be dead. Like, the moment he's here, you should be... Oh my god, Jinx went chompers. You should be, like, fighting this. Like, this is good. This is straight up, like, she is 2, these 2 are 1. You have 5 minions. They have 3. If they're fighting you here, not only are... Jinx has a level advantage, so that means she has better base stats, more, like, base HP, base AD, base, like, everything, like, base, attack speed, whatever. She has an extra ability, which means, like, levels mean a shitload, 1 through 3, and 6, because it's, like, an additional ability that your character has that they don't. So, like, you already have this huge 1-up in a fight, and then, like, they're fighting you. Like, this is so dumb. This is a double kill for you guys. Like, look at this. Look at what's happening. What are you doing? Like, look, even the Jinx. Look at the Jinx right now. Watch. Like, where are you when this Kalista? Look at this. Kalista hits the Trump. She hits the Chompers because Kalista's just griefing. Like, she has no idea what she's doing. She went Q level 1 too, so you're just gonna shit on her. And then right here, like, this whole time, you're just AFK. Like, you're just not engaging at all. And it's like, look, I mean, you might... Okay, so they still burned summoners, because it was, like, such a bad fight, but, like, they should be dead. Straight up. Like, you should have killed them. But, like, you were just not doing anything. Like, even here, like, they literally just burned Flash Heal. You have both your summoners. No, they burned Heal, Exhaust, and both, and Flash on Gnar. Jinx used nothing. You used nothing. This, you have Ignite. Like these guys are dead. Like straight up. Like, you do not need to, like, play so passive. I'm not gonna, like, keep pointing it out every time you're playing just, like, absurdly passive. Like, I'll do it, but, like, that's a huge problem. Like, that's actually bad. Okay, I mean, at least you walk up here. Yeah, okay. So like this is silver games. Like these people are actually mind-bogglingly bad. Like, this Gnar is actually trolling. Like, what is he doing this whole time? Like free kill. Legit, just their team is trolling. Like why? Okay, here, look at the way you path. Like this is kind of small mistakes, you know, and it might seem really, like, tiny, but, like, the culmination of this stuff is, like, how you get good, is, like, not making these mistakes. So, like, here, you kill the Gnar. Jinx passive goes off, so she gets a shitload of move speed, a shitload of attack speed. Like, you want to fight around Jinx passive. Look. You run! Why did you run? Like, why are you scared? Maybe you hit that Q if you don't back off, you know? Like, I don't know. There's just stuff like that, right? Okay, here. Look at where the wave is. Here's another thing, right? Look at where the wave is. Well, okay, so still you're playing absurdly passive. Okay. Look at where the wave is. So it's pushed here, right? So, and you're shoving, and your Jinx has like 150 HP, okay? You know Warwick has his W, and he can go super fast. You see this little icon? You know that he can speed to your lane. Like if he wants to, he can just bronze path his way from top lane and just sprint down bottom, right? And, I mean, this guy's silver, so he's probably going to do something stupid like that, right? This is where you want to be, like, playing careful. I don't know if you put this ward down or if your Jinx did, but I think your Jinx did. Yeah. So your Jinx is going to go ward, I think. Yeah, okay, so see? So she puts this ward down, but this is still, like, a bad ward. Like this is an awful ward, because it's, like, right here. Like by the time Warwick gets here, you're dead. So it's, like, pretty pointless to ward there. But so if you're going to be, like, pushed like this, right? So put a deeper ward, like ward here, if you're going to ward. But, like, you should be the one warding. Like, you can just, like, either assert your lane dominance and, like, stand up here, right? Like, you either want to be pushed up, making an impact, or you want to be, like, warding and, like, doing something. Like, this is just your AFK. Like, you're literally, like, not a champion doing, like, you're not even playing the game when you're like this. Like, this is just useless. So, here you should be scared the whole time, because you don't know where Warwick is, and, like, you should be scared, but then also, like what I told you about how he's probably going to gank top, you could gamble and play really up, because he's probably going to be top, because that's, like, the time that he clears. So Warwick is likely topside right now, but still, it's good to be safe. Here, like, look, okay, I don't want to keep pointing it out, but, like, actually, like, what are you doing? Like, look at, just, like, why? Why are you here? Why not be here? Like, why not be fighting the Callista every time she goes up to last hit a minion, you know? Like, when I say, like, just get carried in lane, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you're not doing anything. Your Jinx is doing everything. Okay, here it is. Here's the gank, right? So, here's the situation where, by the time this Jinx warded, right, where she warded, exactly like I predicted what was going to happen, is Warwick comes running down, he bronze pathed his way he took his buff, got his blood scent, and just did a stupid little run down to where you are, right? because this Jinx is low. So this ward sucks, so you don't see him until it's too late. You might 2v1, you might win this fight because silver, and it's like 2v2, but still. So you see him. If you ward here, you see him way earlier, and you have enough time to run, right? Or at least enough time to position yourself closer to tower. Okay, so also, like, this is a situation where you should be... Okay, yeah, just, like, be more cautious of the gank here, because your Jinx is really low, and you, like, push up. So, you should be careful of the gank here. So, you didn't see the Warwick. So, like, that means, like, just try to pay more attention. Because you went on, like, the way you went on Kalista here, I can tell that you had no idea this Warwick was here. Oh my god. Okay, so Warwick is absolutely terrible. Okay, here's a little thing. It don't shield until they damage. So, like, here you shield. You shield here. Like, look at where you shield. Oh, you ignited... Okay, you kill the Kalista, that's good. But look at where you shield. You shield early. I don't think it matters too much. Usually you want to reactively shield. Like, you don't want to shield until they get hit. Because, like, Warwick theoretically could have, like, waited out your shield there. Maybe. I don't know. But, like, that's just a general thing. Oh, my. That was so bad. You can fight this. Look at what you're... Okay. You have 6 minions beating the shit out of this Warwick, okay? I know you have no mana, but you have enough mana to Q, and that's all you need. And you have flash. You can just auto-attack him to death. Like, you're so afraid here. Like, this guy can't kill you. This guy is running for his life. And what are you doing? You know? Like, this is bad. This guy's dead. That's red buff for you and a kill. 10 times out of 10. But you just didn't do it. So she lived. Like, that's a big mistake. Like, that's gold that you just, like, lost out on, and they're never gonna get now. So, like, stuff, like, overall, I'm seeing you be really scared to, like, do anything. I don't know if you're scared, or you just don't want to play up, or, like, whatever, or you're, like, afraid of getting out-traded, but you're karma in lane. Like, you're literally meant to be a harass champion. So, like, you're supposed to, like, playing like you're Janna and just like AFKing and like not interacting is like terrible. Like, actually, this champ, you should not do that. Like, I told you to play Brand. If you do that on Brand, like, literally you're not a character. Like, you're AFK. Like, your ADC is 1v2ing. Okay. Okay, there's also Katarina in this game, which means that you need to be obsessively watching mid lane to see if she roams, because every Katarina just gets their rocks off on just ganking bottom. Like, just roaming bottom, getting ahead, and then just snowballing, because that's that character. This character, if she doesn't get ahead, she falls off and, like, doesn't do enough damage to, like, she'll just get one shot, and doesn't do enough damage to, like, kill your entire team. If she's fed, she does enough damage to kill your entire team. So it's like, not letting her snowball is the most important thing. Like, you can't control whether or not your mid laner is going to die, but you can control whether or not you're going to die to it. So that's what you focus on. Okay, so... Did you ward that bush? Because that ward is pointless if you ward it like that. Okay. I wasn't... Okay. So... There are a lot of things wrong with this ward. You don't need to, like, okay. You and Jinx, right? Okay, what does Jinx have item-wise? Never mind. She has shit for all items. But, okay. So, like, you're probably gonna win 2v2, unless you fight under the creeps. So, like, this ward, it's useful-ish, because it lets you, like, see this bush, but think about it this way. So this wave is gonna crash into your tower, you're gonna clear it, and then everyone's gonna meet, and then the waves are gonna meet right back here, right? Or it's gonna crash into your tower, and then it'll, like, meet here and slow push to here. I don't want to explain how, like, minions and, like, lane control works, because that's kind of high level, and you should still know it, but I'm not gonna, like, explain it to you. Look up a video that just, like, League of Legends wave management, It'll make sense. It'll explain how it works. But basically, this is pushing into you. There's no point in putting this ward, because like over time, you're like your waves aren't going to be in a position where they're never going to be in a position where they're camping this bush, and you can't like just go kill them. You know, like that's not, or even if they are, it's not for a long enough period of time that you're going to be any better off than if you just use your ward in Tribush, or in here, or wherever, right? It's just bad. It's just a bad use of your ward. And I mean, I don't mean never ward, like, I mean, this ward should be anywhere else. Like, I don't mean you should have just not used it, I mean you should have used it somewhere else. Like, there's even a period where you come to lane, and you just walk around here for a while. I don't want to rewind, but you just walk around here for a while. If you're in that time warding, your team has vision, you're less likely to die to a gank. Like you're lucky that you didn't die to that last gank, straight up. Like, you should have died. Okay. What just happened? Okay, you do some trades. Still playing absurdly back. Like, this is bad. Your positioning's still terrible. Like, at least you're fighting here. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to see how this fight starts. Okay. So you go up to harass for the, like, second time in the lane phase. Good. Should be doing it more. It's good that you don't walk into the creeps to take minion aggro. Okay, so you go up and W him. Why are you scared? See, okay, so look at exactly what happens here. So you go up and initiate a fight, right? Like, you go up and you go up and you W him. So you go up W him here. Okay. If you're gonna W him, why? Okay, if you're gonna W him, you want the fight. Like, don't W him if you're gonna back away, right? Like, if you're gonna go up W to tether, don't do that and then run away, right? Because that doesn't make any sense. Because look at what he's gonna do. You W him, you path away, and he's like, he's gonna trade back on you, and then he's like, oh, wait a minute, this Karma's scary, this Karma's running from me. Look at what I can just do. Boop. Break the tether. And then he's fine. And then you did like nothing and took a really bad trade, right? Whereas if he's rooted here, if he's rooted and your Jinx has a brain, she just gets choppers guaranteed and you kill. Like, straight up. So, it's just bad. You're just scared for no reason when you have the advantage. So, your Jinx is terrible. You shielded well. It's just a skill shot. Oh, I didn't even see... See, this is me being bad. So you see that your jungler's coming this whole time. I don't know if he's spam pinging you, if whatever, right? But this whole time, you're fine. Yeah. This right here? Okay. Jinx is getting fucked, right? You're running. This is a minor mistake. You know this Shaco's coming, he pinged you, you should be in their face. You should be, like, on them, getting damage, because you don't want them... Because, look, they realize Shaco's coming, probably. Or, I don't even know what Kallista's doing. But, like... Yeah, like, you don't need to back off. Small mistake, though. Like, you basically... Yeah, you're kind of doing nothing, to be honest. Wait, what? Did you kill her with an auto? She died to that auto? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Here. Do you need to sit with this Jinx to farm this wave? Does this matter? I mean, I guess you want the XP, but... Okay, so you're leaving. I guess you're following your Jinx. Not always the strategy to get your macro on support is not to just pocket your AD carry. Like, not on Karma, not on any support. So like just following Jinx is not what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so right here, you see the Warwick. You see the Warwick in the jungle, or at least you could have if you were paying attention, which I'm gonna guess you weren't. So like, look. So he shows. You're so fine to just come fuck with this Warwick. Like not only is his blue spawning, so you know he wants to take his blue in the next, like, whatever seconds, like under 30, but you have Shaco here. You are Karma, she is Jinx. That's 3 characters, plus this Yasuo Katarina's missing. Like, this is a big advantage for you guys. Like, there's no reason that you shouldn't be walking onto this guy. Like, he's probably going to run away if he's not absolutely brain dead, but even so, you can just walk right into his jungle, put a ward down on his blue. Shaco might come steal it, or come, at least, like, come fuck with him, right? You could come try to steal it yourself. Like, there's a million things you could do. But you recall instead. I don't know how much gold you have. I know there's some way for me to look at your gold, but I'm not going to deal with it. Let's see what do you buy? You back, and you get ruby crystal. Okay, so you had like no gold. Okay. Oh, you finish it. Okay, hold on. I have to look up the hotkey because it's bothering me. Now I want to look at your gold really bad. Frustrating. I must be missing something. Hold on. Because I see them do it in like LCS. Okay, whatever. I don't know how much gold you have. It's probably a fine purchase. I'm not going to try to get on it. Wait. Okay, this, you don't need wards. You do not need these, even though you haven't finished your... Okay, so you have, like, no gold towards your sight stone. I don't know if you understand how this item works, but basically you have like no gold because you were AFK in the lane phase and you didn't like aggro, like use your spam, you didn't like spam your spells off CD to like hit them, you know, and like get tribute procs and then get gold. You kind of just like didn't, and now you don't have like a lot of gold to get Sightstone. You have to wait forever. I usually will get the red thing here even if I don't have Sightstone finished, because you know you're probably going to finish it before you back again. That's just a me thing. Also, you have 3 potions. I'm assuming these are your potions from the very beginning that you never used. Yes, that's fine. Usually you pop a potion every time you start a fight, just in case. Also, don't know how much gold you had. I'm assuming you had excess gold, at least on this back or the next, or the back before it, and you didn't get a pink ward. You should have got a pink ward. Okay. Katarina's mid, so you don't have to worry about that. The wave's in a good spot, but Jinx wants to push, so... You MI? No, Jinx MI pings. Okay, so... Nar's here hitting this. Do you go fuck with him? No, okay, so... Here's your situation. So Nar just cleared this ward, right? And you have a advantage, what the fuck is your Jinx building? Okay, you would have a way, but whatever, you have the gold anyway, so fuck the Jinx, she doesn't matter. So you have an item advantage, you have like a heavy item advantage on the Gnar. Also, the Gnar is a champion that needs gold to do, like his base damage are going to be lower, because he's not a support. and like he wants gold to like do more damage, but that's not a huge thing in this case, especially because it's early game. But like while Gnar is here doing his thing, trying to clear your ward, like there are two. You have basically the moment you see him do this, you should not let him do this for free. Okay, so you have two courses of action. You either go on the Kalista and either damage her, kill her, or force her to lose minions, which is great. Or you go on the Gnar and you try to fuck with him while he's fucking with yours. Like here, okay. The moment Gnar shows here, you have vision of him. You should either be hard all-inning the Kalista, like flash on her, ignite her, like just try to kill her, or kill this Gnar, or like go fuck with the Gnar and don't let him take your ward for free. Like this just happens for free. You're doing nothing, and he just clears it, and then now you don't have vision. Okay, so you do go on the Kalista, but you did it like. Okay, so you almost lose this fight. Let me look at this fight, because I think this fight is played poorly. I'm almost certain that this fight is played very poorly. Okay, so you hit her with your thing. Fine. She walks into it. She's trolling. She doesn't. You know she doesn't have flash, which I don't know. Well, you probably don't, but she doesn't have flash. You should have known if you were paying attention. No, you play this fight fine. You shield yourself, which is probably bad. It's not that bad, though. Q is bad, but whatever. Okay, so this ignite is terrible. So the reason this ignite is terrible is because the reason you take ignite bottom, or like one of the biggest reasons, is because it gives you a shitload of kill pressure in lane. And the best part about it is ignite inflicts grievous. Not the best part. One of the best parts is it inflicts grievous wounds, which means their healing is halved. So you want to, as support, always ignite before they heal. Like that's just like a standard rule. Here you ignite super late after Kalista uses her heal, so she gets full value off her heal, and the ignite is like not worthless, but definitely not as good as it could have been. Okay, so you get the kills. It's fine. I think there's you use your mantra to Q. You should shove the wave right now, but you're doing it with no vision, which is why it's bad. You should be hard pushing this wave. Okay, let me explain why. Okay, so use your Q on the wave. Like, you want to shove it. So let me explain. I don't know if you understand this or not. I'm going to explain it anyway. When you kill your laner, it doesn't matter where you are. When you kill your laner, you should want to push the wave. And my reasoning for this, or when your laner recalls, and the reason is you want the wave to hit the tower so that the tower kills the minions instead of them. And if the tower kills the minions before they're in experience range or in range to last hit it, you deny them gold or experience, like depending on where it is, right? So if you can shove this wave faster than they can respawn and come to lane, you deny them like 150 gold and a lot of experience, which really matters like a ton. Like the way you win League is like you get a lot of these like small advantages, and you just like get a million of them, and then they compound on themselves, so then you just like win the game. You're stronger than them. So here you should be like using your Q off cooldown to shove the wave, which you do, which is good. So maybe you knew that was what you were supposed to do. Shaco is here doing dragon. Okay. So let's talk about this, because this is troll. This is terrible. So this is like massively inefficient what you're doing. So okay, so this is 8:28. Right here, you have a decision to make. Do I help Shaco with dragon, go mid, try to roam, or do I recall? Or do I like ward? Like, you have to pick what you're doing. Like, you pick as soon as you can, because like efficiency matters a ton. Like, you don't get this time where no one's like doing anything that often, right? Look at what you do. This is so bad. That's 10 seconds of nothing. Okay. You spent like 10, 12 seconds. You spent like 14 seconds before you even like thought of what to do. So that's like already really bad in and of itself, right? Second of all, like, okay, so what do you do? Like, that's just bad. Like, you should either be recalling instantly, be helping Shaco instantly, or like ward and then come and shove this other wave, because you don't want this wave to end where it is. Like, this is a terrible spot for the wave to end up. Like, even if this Jinx is spam pinging you, like, don't touch my CS, like, she's stupid, she's silver, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, do it anyway. So like this wave, like these two don't get denied, or they will, but they won't shove to tower, and then basically because the wave is right here, I'm not going to explain why, it'll push to, it's going to push. And because the wave is here, they can, like, freeze it forever. So, which is what you don't want, because you have the lane advantage. You want it to be, like, frozen here, or right here in the middle, or you want to be at their tower. Worst case is if it's right here, and they can just sit there and farm, and, like, you always be vulnerable to a gank no matter what. Okay, so here, you're going to ward. I'm guessing you're afraid of ganks. Okay, this is a good ward. This is a great ward. The only thing I would tell you is if you ward a little bit right here, like a little bit further over, you can then auto attack the blasting cone over the wall, which is really good because then that gets rid of a gank route that they can do. So you always ward like here. Like if you're gonna ward here, ward a little bit over so you can just see this. But that's just a little thing. That's a good ward though. I like that you're actually doing a reasonable ward. I like this ward better because it shows if they're gonna go like this, but it's fine. That ward's good too, because it gets his jungle, it gets his blue. Okay. Here's the thing. This Gnar is 5, you know he's 5. This Jinx is 6, you know she's 6. This is a fight, you win this. Like your Shaco is literally bottom. Like, you should be... I'm not going to just repeat over and over again that you should be playing aggressive, but, like, you should just be playing aggressive. Like, there's no reason to be cautious here. Like, you're so scared for no reason. Like, you literally know where the Warwick is. You see him top lane as we speak, and you see the Katarina mid. So, like, you're fine. There's no reason to be playing even a little bit safe. Oh my god, your Jinx is terrible. You're fine. You should win this. I don't... Why? Yeah. Like even here, you're scared. Okay, even here, you missed that route because you're afraid. That shield is pointless. I mean, you give her move speed, but... Oh my god. This game hurts my eyes. Your Jinx is awful, like straight brain damage. But look, see, you're gonna win the fight because Shaco's here. Okay, here's where... Yeah, exactly, like what I said. Like, even if you take a fight that's, like, not... Okay, you're taking a bunch of kills, which is bad. Like, I don't know how intentionally, but, like, this auto attack, you throw an auto attack in, you don't need to throw the auto attack in, like... Like, this is a KS. There is no other way to call it. Like, that, you straight up took that kill. So, that's bad. This Shaco scales with gold harder than you do. Like, this guy has 4 assists. Like, this guy should have... This is an assassin. Shaco, when he gets ahead, is horrifying. Like, absolutely horrifying. So you should not just, like, take that kill. And I know you probably didn't mean to, but, like, that's bad. Like, even if it's like, oh, whatever... It's, like, actually terrible. I would be raging at you if I was Shaco. Well, no, I wouldn't, but I would be like... I would not like you. Yeah, so here... Okay, so you killed them. So you can help push the wave. You don't need to just wait for the Jinx to do it. Like, show the Jinx that you want to push the wave by queuing it. Queuing the backline, right? Like, show her that you're trying to shove. Or tell her something, or whatever, right? Because she's just AFK. She's just doing shitty autos. You don't need to ward this, you're not afraid. This Warwick isn't coming. Like, if this Warwick runs in on you 1v3, God bless him, like, he's gonna get fucked. Okay. You're fine. Okay, so you placed the ward, but I don't think you even saw the Warwick on the ward. I think I take it back saying that's a bad ward. I think this ward is fine. I think I just told you bad advice. I think the word is good. But you should not be afraid. Like, okay. Let's see how this fight plays out. Okay, so you miss your Q. Okay, you don't need to. This is karma shit that I don't really play karma, so I don't know that much. Empowered Q is not always the best option, especially if you don't know that you're gonna hit the Q. Right, like, save your empowered Q for a time that you're guaranteed to, like, after you root, so you know that you're guaranteed both hits, right? Or like save your empowered Q until someone CCs them, so you get both hits. Or like use empowered E. Like if you empowered E here, you get a fat shield. Your team gets a fat shield. That way, like, in case he doesn't go on you, you just shield your whole team. Your team gets a fat burst of move speed, and you're just like, you're running it out. You know? But you empowered Q and miss it, and then this Warwick's gonna fuck you up. Okay, so you should flash preemptively. You shouldn't flash when you do. Okay, so this whole time you see Warwick, you could be fucking with them. You could just go on Gnar. Like if your team engages on Gnar right now, he dies. But you don't, you run. Oh, I guess let's shut up. Maybe not. But okay, maybe that flash was fine. I mean, ideally, I think you flash earlier, but that's pretty, like, getting into, like, I'm not going to get into, like, the micro of, like, everything you could do to outplay situations better, because, like, there's a lot of stuff you could do. You should probably, no, you flashed at a reasonable time. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. It's Warwick, so, like, maybe the flash was just, no, I guess you live. Okay, that's fine. I think it's whatever. You got first tower. This guy's trolling. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, this Jinx is fucking stupid. Like, that's just retarded. I could see that one coming. Like, the moment I look at this person and I'm like, she's trolling. Like, that's why, because they're just gonna dive her. Like, that's what I meant. Like, she's gonna be greedy, sit there and stay and just die. You can't do anything about that. It's whatever. That's just her being stupid. Shaco is just spam ganking bot, which is good because they were pushed. Okay. Now, here's the situation. Okay, here you go. Actually, this is really good. This is important. I should have mentioned this. Now, I'll ask you this question. Why go bottom here? Okay, so I can see why you would path right now, because the tower's in danger, right? I can see why you would want to go there, because your tower's in jeopardy. But the moment that you see Shaco get this gank off, kills him, right? What purpose are you serving by going bottom right now? Like, what does this accomplish? Like, your Jinx is coming, so she'll catch the wave. Like, they're leaving. There's not going to be anyone there. You already took the tower, so, like, you know, you're not helping by, like, getting more tower damage. Like, this right now, you did nothing. You accomplished nothing by going bottom. This is just a waste of time. And you revealed your location on the map. Like, this is when you get to the point where you have to start understanding what to do, like, macro-wise, where, like, lane allocation and, like, going to the specific, like, right places at the right time becomes really important. Like, this is just bad. Like, you're just not doing anything. Like, you should be warding around here, warding around this probably, because it's the only objective up. You can go help top lane because he's struggling. Yeah, he's feeding, so you would want to, like, maybe go help him, go gank Katarina, try to counter gank the Warwick. Like, there's a million things you can do that you're not doing, and, like, this is, like, the worst thing to do. Do you really camp the bush? Okay, at least you don't camp the bush. Okay, so they see you, but you don't know that. Okay, so you gank mid. Great. You did something. But you wasted a bunch of time. Okay, I think you played this bad. Let me watch this again. Okay, so did you pay... Okay, so right now you should be spam pinging the Yasuo. So, like, this is, your teammates are shit, right? So they're not going to understand they don't look at their map. So they don't know, he doesn't know you're coming. I know you pinged on your way once, but he doesn't know. He's Yasuo. His helmet is on too tight for him to, like, even be able to, like, understand that there's a map. So you need to, like, spam ping the living shit out of this guy that you're coming, right? Because if he knows you're coming, he can engage right now and force cat to you. But okay. This dude is so bad. This guy is, like, actually retarded. So, okay, so you lead with Q. You don't need to lead with Q. So the way cat, like, if you lead with W, you get more CC, and you guarantee the second hit of your... Well, I guess maybe you had Q. I don't know Karma's ranges. I don't think it was that significant. Okay, so she should die here. Your Jinx is bad. If Jinx uses her chompers, she dies. But she sucks, so she didn't. Even here, even right now, when they're farming this wave, you can be doing so much more. You can be, like, warding here. I would ward here to, like, watch out the rift, or, like, ward over here to, like, get some vision in case you're getting ganked, or, like, put a ward in their jungle, like, check their red. Like, there's a lot of things you could be doing that you're not, that right now when you just sit mid, all you're doing is, taking, like, leeching experience from your carries, and, like, putting it on you, which is, like, not as significant as, like, getting vision or something like that. So, like, this is just bad, like, lane allocation, where, like, you don't need to be here, but you're being here anyway, right? Like, this is pointless. They did not need you to be here to take this tower. Like, you could have been anywhere, and it wouldn't have mattered. But all you did was just take, proximity gold and experience. Okay, so this guy... What are you doing? Okay, so... You don't know when you can take a fight or not. You kind of just are, like, running from, like... it was a really brief run, but, like, you like, got afraid here. Like, you were scared. Like, you need to be... Your instinct should be to, like, fucking murder, not to, like, run away. Like, this guy, she face checks. You're like... Oh shit, it's a Warwick. Look at him. You're like, oh god, it's Warwick, run away. This dude just blew his ulti on nothing. This guy's, like, so fucked. You have Yasuo, like... you realize it eventually, but, like that... it doesn't matter, but it's like... To me, I see that, and I'm like, wow. Okay. So, even right here, you're, like, not... You're, like, waiting for everyone else to do everything for you, like... Maybe not. Okay, no, you run in. I lied. Well, kind of, but you, like... So you're smart here. Okay, so you're the smart one in this situation, because your team is stupid. You should be spinging them to back off. Like, if you think... Okay, like, if you see the cat, you should be spam pinging them to just, like, run the fuck away. Like, that's Katarina. She's scary. She's gonna murder you. Yeah, but whatever, she dies. You all die. It's probably bad to chase, because you know cat's missing. It's pretty bad, pretty troll to like keep chasing here. Like, after you kill this guy, well, I mean, it's your team, but, like, you can still ping them. Like, after you kill this guy, chasing the Snar is bad. Like you kill him. You're bad. This is already bad. Really bad. Yeah. Murdered. Okay, so... Your top laner just is dying off cooldown. I think you guys are going to lose this game, but I don't know. I would guess you guys lose this game. Okay, so you go mid. Let's think. Is going mid here a good call? Your Jinx, retarded. Why would she not go bot? Look at this wave. Okay. This tower's gonna die to the minions because no one went to deal with it. Not your job. I don't think you should worry about it. There are times where you go catch waves as support. I don't think this is one of them. Your Jinx is going top. And Power D was good. That was smart. Your team is... Okay, so this is like your team thing. This Jace, so dumb. Like, the fact that he respawned in path top right now is actually just mind-boggling to me. But I'm gonna ignore it. Especially when, like, this is a thing. But, so you want to push. You want to try to get as much out of it. You see the cat. Oh, no, you don't see the cat. No, you did see the cat. Okay, so you see Katarina. You don't need to be afraid. It's 1v4. She's not going to go in. You don't chase her, though, but you did the right thing. You zoned her. Okay, so... I don't know how to explain this, and, like, I'm not going to go through and tell you, like, go through to every individual situation and be like, you're not doing anything here, and, like, here's all the, let me, like, list out the things you should be doing, but, like, you should be proactively looking to do stuff all the time. I feel like right now, you are not proactively looking to do something. Like, during this period, you are definitely not, like, proactively trying to solve the problem. Like, you're just kind of following your team. And we've already established that your team is actually brain dead. So, like all this time, this is not... You're not doing anything. Like, you could be warding here. You could be, like... I would just be warding, I think, is your biggest bet. You should, like, stay in Fog of War, if possible, so they don't know where you are. That doesn't mean, like, AFK in Fog of War, but, like... Even right here, like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you're kind of just... This doesn't help your team at all, what you're doing right now. Like, this literally does nothing. Like, you're zoning the Renekton. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, so... Wow, he's gonna die to you, isn't he? No, don't chase. No, don't chase. Okay, so... Let's look at this. Let's look at this chase. Because there's some things happening on the map that should make you reluctant to make the play you're doing. Okay, so you're chasing this guy. This is sort of hard, high level, whatever, but, like, your team right now is not in a good spot. And they could be in a good spot if you, like, drop what you're doing and help them. Like, if you say, okay, fuck this Renekton. This guy, I don't want to chase him. Jinx probably dies. I think that's unavoidable. I think Jinx is fucked. You can help this Shaco kill this bitch, though. Like she can die easier. Jinx is fucked. Yeah, Jinx is straight just dead. Okay, Jinx dies. Look at what's happening. I don't know if your team is going to win this fight or not. I think they will. Regardless, you just finished chasing this Renekton, and then... Your team should win this fight. Yeah, okay, they're gonna win it. Alright, they won the fight. Not as big of a deal. Oh, they didn't win the fight. Oh, look at this. Okay, let's look at what you were doing during that fight. Let's check out your pathing while all that's happening. Even this Jace knows what's going on. This Jace? Is this... Yeah. That Q, you think... I do not think that Q was worth the... I mean, you come eventually, but... Yeah. Yeah. You need to be with your team. So this is your fault. Like, this is... actually, like, bad. This is pretty bad. This is just you not watching the map, not being aware of what was happening, and then dying because of it. And then your team dies. Like, you should... stick... Okay, so here are your options. So you literally see the Jace leave. Okay, so you should have either pathed straight to the Yasuo, which maybe save him, right? You have flash. You can flash shield. He might live. Or you stay with the Jace and go on this guy. Instead, you do nothing. Like, you try to Q the Renekton, and nothing happens. You finally come. Way too late, and your team dies because. Okay, let's look at your positioning too. This positioning is not what you want in a fight. So you know Renekton's coming. Like, that's a fact. You saw him earlier, you know he's coming. So you have to keep that in mind when you're doing numbers, trying to figure out the fight. This Kalista is on a ward, you know where she is. So you're like, alright, let's kill this Gnar. You're like, well, okay, Shaco's one hit, he's running away. Renekton is here, coming to fuck me. Kalista's right here. Jace has no mana. Yeah, let's push this fight, you guys. Yeah, let's go in, No, see, no, this is bad. This is like also terrible because like why are you fighting? Like, just dip. Like you I don't think you're not making quick enough decisions about when to fight and when to not, because like that's kind of what's fucking you. Like over and over again, I'll be like, why are you playing back? Or I'll be like, why aren't you fighting? You know? Or like, why did you chase here? Like a lot of the time it's because you're just like probably tunnel visioned on like kill, and you're not like thinking about like, is this something I should do or not? So yeah, so your team gets destroyed. You die. Yeah, I don't think you guys win this game. You guys threw really hard. You had such a big lead, and like, look, it's already, your Jinx is even, losing in CS. Yeah, you guys are probably gonna lose. You can still win though, because you have like a good late game. Okay, this guy's trolling. Alright. So you hang out with your team. Whoa, I sped up, which is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so this Warwick, I don't even want to talk about it, but yeah, he's doing his thing. This ward sucks. This ward is actually awful. Okay, so realistically, when you're here, nobody is gonna flank like this. Like, this is actually... Okay, so you could have seen, you would briefly have spotted someone doing this flank, right? That's the only flank I could even theoretically see anyone going for that this ward would spot out. Realistically, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna do this. Like, this ward sucks. You should be warding here. And then this pathing, terrible. Okay, so your team is being fought on right now. Your team is like in a fight, and you path this way? Like, this is bizarre to me, because this is just... Okay, this ward also sucks, because... Like, why not get this ward? Or this ward? Like, it's fine, but, like, why not? What? Like, you still have this massive part of your jungle that's not warded, or that you have no vision of, but, like, this doesn't really help. This gives you one push. But, okay. So, that ward sucks, that ward sucks. Yeah, okay, so you path this way. There's no reason to path this way. Like, you just... Like, you have Yasuo with you, so you're not gonna die because you face-check this. Also, you're gonna hug this corner, so it won't even matter. You just go, like, here. Like, this distance is way fucking shorter than this distance. Like you're here shielding the Jinx right now, but you did this path, so you're, like, not with your team. Right? This Jinx, so tunnel visioned, like, she doesn't even know the Warwick exists. But, like right now, see, okay, if you were on Jinx right here, I mean, your team still probably dies, but, like, you can probably 2v2 this, if you play it well. But, like, you might have been able to 2v2 it, probably not. You might have been able to run away, right? But this Jinx is just fucked now. And, like, yeah, like, no, you could have 2v2'd that. You could have easily 2v2'd that. But you pathed bad, and were out of position, and then this happens. That's a win. That's a one fight that you lost because you didn't path well. Nah, maybe it's not a one fight. It's a lot less bad. Okay, so this pathing, equally troll. Like, they didn't punish you for it. You're actually trolling with this path. Like, this is so bad. Okay, so... Okay, You need to be able to look at this scenario, be like, okay, my Jinx has no flash, no heal. These are two big, beefy boys. My Jinx is low HP getting scented by Warwick. I have Kalista here and Katarina somewhere. Is it worth it for me to go help the Jinx? Fuck no. You don't do anything. You say, fuck this Jinx, you're so dead. I'm running this way and living and fine. Instead, you do this. You greed to try to get a Q on them. Kalista's like, oh shit, free gold. And you miraculously live. But, like, if Kalista had rendered you, you would have died. Like, if Kalista had played that better, you were dead. And it's like, that's not a risk you want to take. So, no upside to doing that path. Okay, at least you worded better that time. So another thing is, where do you want to get wards? So right now bot lane has no objectives around it, like dragon hasn't spawned, and like there's no real reason for, and like your red is down, like all your camps are down. There's no real reason for Warwick to come into the bot side jungle right now, or anyone for that matter. So this ward that you just placed is going to be wasted, because, well, I don't know for sure it's going to be wasted, but, like, realistically, they don't want to play around this side of the map. Like, they're playing around this Herald right now is what they want, or they want to just, like, farm. So, like, you should proactively, like, if instead of putting this ward, you're in topside, like, getting vision down, like, clear sweeping Rift, then you can get Rift for your team. But instead, you put this ward, which does nothing, and then you just go group mid, which is like okay, but like not, like, I'm just trying to point out all the things that, like, alternatives to like what you do that would be like way better for the game state. Like, that's not even necessarily the optimal play, that's just like what I would think is like clearly better. Like, there might be something I'm not thinking of that's way better than whatever, right? But I don't know. And I have to look at this situation. So you're mid. Nobody is on the map except for Kalista, so you should be careful. Like when you look at this map and you see no one there, like, there's not that many places they can be, right? They're either in this topside jungle or they're in this bot side jungle, right? Like, they're not, or in their base. Like, there's not, and then when you're Jace, and you speed them up too, like, okay, so your Jace face checks, and you go back mid, which is already a problem, because he could just die. Okay, so this guy gets spotted, he goes on him. Okay. Everyone's missing, right? Kalista's not even bot anymore, right? Everyone's missing. You see this Katarina literally coming to the fight. Is this a fight that you should take? Let's think about it. You see 2. You have 2, plus Jace, who's silver and not paying attention. You see Renekton went top, and Kalista went bot, so it's at the very best a 2v2. But I think that's not what happens. Oh wow, it is a 2v2. This guy is trolling. Okay, so you got a numbers advantage, or like numbers lead-ish. But then you also remember, let's press tab. Katarina has 5 kills and like 2 boots. How is she so weak? But okay, so your Yasuo has no finished items at 20 minutes. And your Katarina has her Gunblade Spike with, like, Sork boots. So she's gonna just, like, murder. This fight is bad. This fight is straight terrible. Okay, so you see this guy. You see Kat. Yasuo is gonna fight it first because he's stupid. He's gonna dash on the Warwick. Here, okay, you should have already been running. But here, you especially know, I gotta get the fuck out of this shit. Like, I'm so fucked. Like, this guy, he flashes out. He literally flashes away. You, right now, Kat's still focused on this bitch. You should be, like, eating yourself, like, running the fuck away. Instead, you path in for like a second, cat just clicks towards you, you're fucked. Maybe you die anyway. Maybe you die no matter what, right? I don't really know. But so you're gonna die, yeah. So like you might have died no matter what. You know, they could have just killed, they might have just been able to kill you, but it's still a mistake. It's harder for them to kill you if you don't do it that way. Or you should have, even better, run to your team. Like, look at where you run. Okay, Jace right now, right here. Jace is up here. He's fine. He's fine. Look at this path. Look at your pathing. Jace is right here. Renekton's right here. Like, either... Okay, so you have two options in my eyes. You either run this way, which I think is terrible because you get killed by Renekton, right? But at least then Jace can converge. What you realistically should have done is gone this way, because then you have teammates. I don't think you want to fight anyway, but you have teammates to like help you a little bit. This way, you're gonna die, right? Okay, but your teammates get destroyed. Your Jinx is AFK farming. Okay. Well, alright, so... Alright. Baron spawned. You should note that. This guy should die. Yasuo is so bad. It actually hurts. Okay, I can't. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. Whatever. Okay, so he lives. Yasuo's inting. Let's think. Okay. Ward here. Ward here. Don't ward here. Like, this ward, this ward, this ward, all better. This ward is fine, but it's not as good. Okay, so the reason I'm saying that is because if you ward right here, like, yes, you'll see them if they're camping this bush, but if you ward right here, you're gonna see them before they get to the bush. So you will have, like, more time to react, and then you should know that they're in the bush just because you saw them walk there, or you know that they're, like, here or, like, here. But you have a ward here, so you already, like, don't even... You know what I mean? Okay. So... You don't... okay, that's fine. I don't think you really need to do that. Okay, I don't think you want to go bot here. I think you're trolling by going... Like, this is terrible. I think... You look at your team. Your team is getting 3v2'd right now. And you are 2v0 bottom. You know? Like, Jinx, let her do her thing. Like, she's just trying to catch waves and push, because she's a silver 80 carry. Your team right now is gonna loot. I think they're gonna get fucked. Yeah, you're gonna get obliterated. You should be here. You shouldn't be here. Like, being here, you accomplish nothing. I know it's, like, kind of easy to say, like, oh, well, Captain Hindsight, thanks, right? But... the moment you see... Okay, here. The moment you see 3 mid... This is pointless. You don't need to project this, Jinx. You're wasting your time. Like... They can, at best, send 1. Because if they send... They're gonna, at most, send 1 to kill her. And she'll be fine. She can hopefully manage. If she doesn't, it's her fault. They also have Shaco splitting. You also have Shaco splitting. So they would probably want to send someone top as well. That leaves 1v1, 1v1. Or 2 and 1. In which case, the other one takes the turret. Because they're alone. And then your mid lane... The only way that this goes to shit, your 1-3-1... is if your mid lane dies, or is if these 2 idiots die, right? That's the worst thing that can happen, is if these 2 idiots die. You should know that, and then be going mid and trying to protect these people. Instead, you go bot to, like, pocket your Jinx for no reason, and you're gonna die. Like, it's just bad. It's just really bad, like, not knowing what to do. Like, the warding is good, but, like, this is just bad. Like, you should be here. I mean, Yasuo trolled, but still. it's still, like, same deal. So your drinks didn't even want to push. Okay, you should be spam pinging the drinks to, well, can you keep pushing? No, probably not. I think it's fine. I think she backed when she should. No, you should have spam pinged her. You should have, well, I guess if they win this fight, I'm not going to say that. Oh my god, she's so bad. Okay. This is, I think, you're new to Karma, so you're making this mistake. You empowered Q every time. Like, you don't empower to anything else. You just empowered Q, which is bad. It's good in some situations, but there are also other options that are good. This pathing, this is so troll. Like, this is actually terrible. Like, not only is it just straight slower, like, okay, so you should, when you're mid here, and they're pinging you, I get that you did it out of panic, right? But, okay, so, like, this tower's dead. This tower dies. It doesn't matter. If he is autos the turret at all, it dies, right? So, okay, so the Jinx does this. It's already shit path. This is already shit. You should just say, fuck this bitch. Like, I'm leaving. Because you don't know where the fuck their team is. This Jinx could just die. And you don't want to, like, die with her. So I would say, I would be pinging her off and being like, you shouldn't be doing this. But whatever, fine. They do it anyway. You speed her up, which is whatever. But you gonna... Okay, you gotta make up your mind here. I don't need to go over it, but you have to either go out or go in. Don't choose to go out, then decide to go in. Like, that's just the worst thing you can do. Is half measures, is trying to do both. You just gotta pick, you gotta make decisions. League is all about making decisions really quickly. So you guys are gonna lose this in, like, a few minutes, I'm sure. Whoa, wait, what did you just do? God. Okay, so you're the only one on your team that was actually paying attention and knew that the Shaco was fighting. You played that fight well. That was good. You played that reasonably. Okay, so... Okay. Do you all die to Katarina here? Is this what happens? Does everyone just get murdered by Kat? Wait. When do you use your empowered thing? Oh, you have it? Yeah, you're gonna empower Q, aren't you? You empowered W, okay. So... No, you didn't use it. What did you use it on? Wait, you do empower D. Okay, I'm trolling, never mind. Wait. Alright, whatever. Do I not understand how that... Did you need to flash? Okay, yeah, you empowered D. You did use it, alright. You missed your Q, doesn't matter that much. I mean, it's bad, but... Yeah, okay, this is troll. There's literally no universe in which you need to flash here. Like, look, he's literally stunned, and you can slow him in, like, a second. And you have bonus move speed from your E. Like, this is troll. You just wasted your flash. Absolutely no reason to use it. You literally hurt yourself. You made it harder for you to get to the fight. Because this guy doesn't give... Because what you need to realize is this dude doesn't have time to be wasting trying to kill you. Like, if he's chasing you, that's a good thing. Like, that's what you want. Because then this cat just dies. Which you probably will anyway, but... Like if that dude chases you, it's like, oh yes, please. Let me see what you do here. You could have known right now. You could have known before you fought this guy that he was fucked. Because you can look at this Renekton's items. You know, he hasn't ulted. He has a fat item advantage. Oh my god. Yeah. This dude's 10 and 4. This is a mistake. Like, it may seem like I'm giving you bad advice to just, like, say fuck your teammates, abandon them. But, like, this dude's so dead. This dude is, like, in hell already. And you're just like look, you chase. The dude's bad, so he might flame you and be like, "Oh wow, where's my team?" Like, you just like, this is bad. You just gotta leave. Can't fuck with Renekton like that when he's 10 and 4. But okay, so they do Baron, especially when you know Baron's up. Okay, so you also went from like killing half their team to like just all dying, which is really bad. Which, like, you went from it being an advantage. Okay, so they're on this Baron. You know they're on the Baron. You can look and see, like, hear sound effects and shit for the Baron before it even like, even if you don't have vision, so you can tell they're doing it. Like, you saw the, like, look, Narq, so it's there, right? Okay. They're on it. You should have been... Okay, so when you die to that fight, I don't know if there's anything you can do. Let me turn Fog War off. So maybe you're just fucked. Maybe there's nothing you can do. I would have been spam pinging Baron, though. Because if you get your team to be in position, you might be able to, like, win a fight afterwards. Right? But you weren't ready for it. But your team wasn't prepared, so... Okay. Right now, your Shaco, bottom. They have 5. Don't fight them. Like, you should be, like, saying 4v5 in chat and, like, spam pinging if they do anything. Because I have a feeling I know how this game's gonna end. Okay. So, I feel validated right now, because this is exactly what's happening. So, your Yasuo, you should be spam pinging to be careful. Like, okay, so right now you're like, you need to look at this situation, be like, it's 4v5, our Shaco's bot, we can't ever win this fight. Stop. Like ping him. Like, spam ping him the danger ping. Like, look at this guy. Like, look what he's doing. Look at this path. What is he, what do you think he, like this guy's stupid. You need to be spam pinging him. Don't do that. Don't fucking do what you're doing. You stupid piece of shit. Like, that's what you need to be doing. Because this is just fucked. You guys are all gonna die. Like, your Jinx isn't even with you. Your Jinx is over the wall. And they just end off this, right? Yeah, so... Tons of mistakes. Tons of little mistakes that added into this. Nope. We made a lot of mistakes that weren't that big, and it resulted in this fucking fiesta of a game. I'm not even gonna pay attention to the end because you guys just lost. But yeah, there's your problem. Okay, so biggest takeaways. You need to not play so safe in lane. You're playing like you're Soraka, but you're Karma. Like, you're playing like you're a character that even Soraka trades more than you do. Like, you're playing, I don't know, you're basically not interacting with them, which is like, me as an AD carry, like, if a support does that, like, that's actually my least favorite thing to play with. Like actually, like, interact with them. Don't make me 1 versus 2 the lane. So that's in lane phase. You need to be aware of the jungler way more than you were. You need to play way more aggro in lane. Understand when you hit certain levels understand like when you have advantages and actually act on them quickly. Outside the lane, you need to understand like where to send yourself. Support, a lot of the time you want to be with your team, but you need to understand like when should I be doing this, like when should I allocate myself to like which lane, you know, because there was a time where you just went and path bottom and like sat around before doing it when it was absolutely useless, right? Make your decisions quicker, like even if it's the wrong one, like choose something, you know, like don't just sit around walking in place for 10 seconds or longer, right? Buy pink wards. I don't think you bought a pink ward this game, which is terrible. Change your build, because this build is shit. Like, you want Ardent Censer second item because you have a Jinx and you were ahead. Like, your build sucks. Actually, it's awful. Use your Ignite before they heal. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's just, like, some things. If you really listen to, like, all the stuff I told you to do, you can get better. But it's a lot. Like, just clean up all those little mistakes, and then learn, like, where the best wards, when are the best ward timings, where are the best places to put wards. Like, there's just this whole high-level part of the game that I think that you're not like at yet, which it just takes a obnoxious amount of time playing and like learning about the game before you can do it. So yeah, that's my initial thing. Please, I dear God, hope this actually recorded. I'm gonna blow a fucking gasket. But yeah, hope it helped.